Qué malo. A ver, estabas ahí. Te tenía que ver, ¿no?
Do you guys ever wonder what happens when two fighters who don't really like each other cross paths? Well, that almost happened, guys. I mean, it happens all too often in boxing, in MMA, and sometimes those altercations can get quite dicey. Sometimes they lead to physicality, and sometimes the fighters just glance at one another, exchange some raw looks, and they move on about their business. So, Ilia Topuria, Arman Tsarukyan, they nearly ran into each other at the UFC Qatar hotel. Yeah, and things almost got pretty real, guys, right there at the hotel. Now, you guys understand that, Fight Week is coming up. This Saturday, Dan Hooker takes on Arman Tsarukyan. They're headlining. And Ilia, cornering his brother, and Paddy Pimblett were also in the building, guys. Tensions in Qatar are amassing at another level. All right? So in today's video, I'm going to try to break down what exactly happened between these guys, why this matters for the lightweight division, and what a Topuria versus Tsarukyan showdown could potentially look like. And if you guys like these kind of storylines, if you love the UFC, MMA news, fight predictions, and the biggest storylines in combat sports, you're definitely at the right place, guys. All we need and all we ask of you is to please smash the like and subscribe and join us here on Duality 7X for more fight talk. And please hit the bell notification so you guys never miss a beat. So, yeah, things are getting heated in Qatar. And Ilia Topuria, Arman Tsarukyan, literally seconds away from bumping into each other at the Fighter Hotel. And trust me, guys, if they actually crossed paths, that would have been wild. There would have been some drama for sure. So welcome back, guys. Welcome to Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz. And look, these are the kind of storylines I thrive on. These are the kind of stuff that makes headlines. And I enjoy what I do. I love to be able to disseminate some of this stuff to you guys to kind of help make sense of what's going on, right? So UFC is officially in Qatar for their debut event. Dan Hooker, Arman Tsarukyan, lightweight contenders looking to make a statement. And guess who else shows up? Guess who else shows up to the party? None other than Ilia Topuria, the champ. The champ is here. The guy everyone at 155 pounds keeps calling out. Everyone's calling out for this guy. He's probably like, how come my ears are always ringing everywhere I go? Because he is in everybody's purview, everybody's thoughts at all times. He's in Qatar to corner his brother, who's fighting on the prelims. But man, oh man, his presence alone has already put the lightweight division on edge. And here's why it gets a little bit spicy, guys. Because we've already got Paddy the Baddy Pimblett talking trash about Topuria nonstop, of course, saying that Ilia won't sign the contract, that he's ducking him, he's trying to do everything he can to avoid him, right? But I mean, that's typical Paddy talk, right? So the UFC and its security, they're already on high alert, right? As well as their affiliates in Qatar. Now they've got Topuria. You've got Paddy. And now Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan's in the building too. And yeah, something's bound to happen, guys. And apparently we were like this, razor thin close to something seriously happening. And apparently it would have been bad. It would have been really, really bad. I mean, the near run-in I mean, so there's footage that dropped of Ilia Topuria walking through the hotel hallway. You know, cool, calm, typical Topuria, right? You know, with this champ energy, kind of. You know, he's got that champ swagger, right? And then literally seconds later, Arman Tsarukyan turns a corner, and then they were this close, guys, this close to meeting face to face. And potentially face planting one another as well too. So let me tell you, Arman isn't the type to just walk away and be all professional about things and just walk off, you know, whatever. No. I mean, he's the kind of guy who confronts you, he'll start shit. And I mean, these guys are fighters, man. And a lot of fighters are just at different levels, you know, with their personality. We saw how he confronted King Green back at UFC Austin. That dude doesn't care. He doesn't give a flying F who you are. Professionalism, throw that out the window. That's not the kind of guy you want to bring to a boardroom meeting when you're trying to do a pitch for like a major, corporate sponsor or anything like that. No, you leave him out of that. He's like a Sean Strickland, you know. He does what he does best in the octagon. All right? But you cross paths with a guy like that, he's the guy that you talk about. You don't want to cross paths with one of those guys in the back alley late at night. He's one of those guys. All right? If these two actually cross paths with one another, the UFC would have been left scrambling. Dana's phone would be off the hook. And he'd be like, effing what? I knew it. So earlier in the day, Tsarukyan basically said that Ilia talks too much. And I'm going to choke him out. He should fear for my skills, my wrestling. Guys, that's a pretty heavy statement. And Ilia's never, ever been finished. He's undefeated, guys. Nobody's even come close to choking this guy out. So for Arman to say that on fight week, while Ilia's literally in the same hotel and will be in the same vicinity to him, yeah, things are going to be tense. So when this fight goes down between him and Hooker, and then at the end, that's what I want to tune into. Because I'm sure, you know, with Ilia being close to, you know, octagon side, ring side, whatever you want to call it, he's going to be close to the cage. They're going to be glancing looks at each other. And let's just hope they're not let's hope it's just looks and it's not like exchanging blows with one another. Yeah, things are pretty tense already, guys. This isn't, and this footage that came out, it's not just some like random hotel clip. I mean, this is the future of the lightweight division staring right at us, right? Topuria versus Tsarukyan is the fight that fans actually want. And I wouldn't even mind seeing Paddy Pimblett in the mix because he's lurking in the background. He's making noise. And, you know, he's one of those guys that I don't think get enough credit where credit is due because Paddy Pimblett could very well also be the future of the division. You got too many good fighters, guys. And it's that pimple waiting to burst. Something's going to give. Something's going to happen. These fighters, they can't stay quiet for too long. Hooker versus Tsarukyan is going to have massive title implications. So the lightweight division, as I just alluded to, is about to explode. Okay? So hang on to your armchair, guys. Hang on to your seats. It's going to be a wild ride. These guys are legit hungry for being the next crowned king of the division. And if Tsarukyan, look, I mean, he has to face his next opponent. He's got to face Dan Hooker this weekend. And if he wins convincingly, and if Ilia's sitting cage side, that post-fight momentum is just going to right itself, guys. All right? I mean, that's just going to be another video for me to put out. I mean, I can't wait. So you know what's going to happen fight night. Fight night's going to happen. My videos, normally they play around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Usually that's the case. Every now and then, sometimes I get a little late or something happens in the scripting or whatever, and YouTube doesn't crank out the video until like an hour later or something silly like that. But on fight night, I try to do another video, like a breaking news type video, right? So I'm definitely going to be shooting another video that night, and it's going to be late at night, and it's going to be coming out. So you guys got to be ready. And I'm already guessing there's going to be some drama, and not to mention, guys, there's also boxing happening at the same time. Gosh, there's so much going on. So let's just talk about the what if scenarios here. If Tsarukyan dominates Dan Hooker and calls out Topuria right to his face, I think that's a fight that UFC is going to book next, especially with all this Qatar drama and stuff like that in the hotel. And gosh, even like, I mean, one even knows like what's going on in these guys' heads. And if Ilia fires back, being cage side, and confronts him backstage afterwards, that's an instant viral moment. And who knows, guys like this, they may not even wait to have it go backstage. They might just pull they just might pull some shenanigans. I'm not going to mention his name, like what happened last week at the Makhachev fight, right there in the audience. That was just absolute Dylan Dennis, man. I mentioned his name. There you go. That was just, you know what, just stupid. So yeah, if Ilia fires back, you know, that's gonna definitely break the internet. ESPN, social media, everywhere. They're gonna cover it all. So if Paddy, my biggest thing is what's Paddy gonna do, and where does he fall into the fray? Like, you know, because Paddy is like, guys, I'm telling you, he could very well be the next crown champion. I don't think we give him enough credit. Everyone's talking about Topuria, talking about Arman. What about Paddy Pimblett? Paddy the Baddy, guys. I've done so many videos on this guy. And that little fun kind of melee that he had with, you know, just kind of horsing around with AJ Anthony Joshua, heavyweight boxing champion, former heavyweight boxing champion, who's going to be taking on Jake Paul December 19th in Miami. He's the replacement fighter for Gervonta Tank Davis. If you guys are interested in that crossover event, watch my other video, because mind-blowing how much money they're throwing at these fighters. I could easily go off on a tangent right now and just talk about AJ versus Jake Paul, but let's kind of, you know, let's not shift gears here, and let's kind of stay focused on this conversation, because there's enough drama between Hooker, Tsarukyan, Topuria, Pimblett to really call a story here. And here's what's crazy. Imagine all of these guys in the same room. Can you imagine? That's a security nightmare waiting to happen. All I'm saying is a lightweight division is low key. All right? More entertaining outside the cage than inside right now. But like a volcano, guys, this lightweight division is about to explode, and lava's going to be pouring everywhere. Everywhere. Mark my words. Watch. The whole situation just shows how hungry everyone is at 155 pounds. And Ilia, honestly, to me, looks like he's unbothered about the whole thing. Like, he almost seems like he's bored. Like he almost knows what's going to happen. He doesn't give a flying you know what. And then Arman, he looks locked in. Paddy looks chaotic as always, man. That's what I love about this guy. He just shakes shit up like all the time. Like he's the guy that he comes into a room and he's off the rails. And you don't mess with this guy. He'll put you down. But But the near run-in, the trash talking, the timing of all of this, I mean, it tells me that we're about to get a massive lightweight title fight very, very soon, guys. It doesn't even surprise me. It's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And UFC Qatar is the catalyst in all this. This is where it's all going down, guys. The drama starts in Qatar. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. So who do you think should Ilia Topuria fight next? Arman Tsarukyan or Paddy the Baddy? Drop your pick and thoughts in the comments below, guys. I want to see and hear what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, please smash the like and subscribe. Join us here on Duality 7X for more fight talk. We're just getting started, guys. The lightweight chaos is only going to get crazier, and we're going to cover it every story at a time. So thanks again for joining us. We'll catch you again in the next video.